Previously on Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.
Well, there's a cliff over there. Hey, Gumshoe, mind examining over there? Sure, what is it? Ah, thank God. Now I can finally have some peace and quiet.
And now back to staring at people. Hello! This is NicoB, back with some more Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.
We last left off, we switched over to Edgeworth, who has now taken the lead in this defense investigation. And, it's cool. I gotta say, I liked the role reversal. I don't know. I can definitely see why people are saying this is their favorite of the Phoenix Wright games, because we're getting a lot of in-depth look into Mia Fey in the past, how Phoenix got into the becoming a defense attorney, and I don't know. It seems like everyone's kind of showing up. You know, I'm really excited to see who the prosecutor is going to be. I'm hoping it just isn't. I'm hoping it isn't just Max Payne again. I'm hoping it'll be like Von Karma or something. That would be fucking tight. I'd be tight. Anyway, we're finally getting onto the trial. Hopefully, we'll get some fucking answers, because there's still a lot I do not understand. Very night, 9:47 a.m. District Court defendant lobby number 1. Oh.
Oh my, Mr. Elise feels that way about me?
Yeah, it's not really that surprising. Come on, Larry will fuck anything that has boobs. Actually, you don't even have to have boobs. You can have a penis. He'll do you too. Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. That you're a dude. Oh, this is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
You know, I will say, like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe more so than Dahlia, this Iris person does seem more genuinely sweet, but like, I don't know, I don't know. Some of you guys might. I don't know if some of you guys are seeing what I'm like treating her like this crazy bitch or whatever. But like, I don't know. I don't want to like let myself down. You know, part of me is like wants to say, oh, she seems a lot nicer. Maybe this isn't really her, or if it isn't her, it's not. She's like a twin sister. She's not gonna end up being evil. But part of me is just like I'm afraid to do that. Like I don't want to, because I don't want to come out in the end and be like, oh, I'm just kidding. I was fucking evil. You know. I don't know. It's like. I'm like holding my judgment. I mean, I will say she does seem more genuine, but I don't know. That could be bullshit too. Dahlia was, I don't know. I feel like Dahlia was fairly predictable, but this girl is a little harder to read.
Just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. I am Edgeworth, and I am here to save you. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of that incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Luis is the witness today?
No, I believe that none. The big ball that talks will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just wanted to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunham, correct? Dunham? Never quite sure how to say that.
This is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then. I'm thinking that she was possessed, but I'm wondering, you know, is this gonna end up being like the other guy gave the Gameta voice to Ungard, yeah, where you know, he was like, well, technically he's like, you weren't responsible for killing him, and he's like, no, dude, I didn't kill him, and then Larry's like, but I did order someone to kill him, and so technically I wasn't lying, blah, you know, so like, I don't know, like something like she'll be like, I brought in a spirit intentionally to kill. I don't know. If she were possessed, then who would she be possessed by? You know, what crazy demon spirit did Dahlia die in prison?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes.
You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed.
Don't worry. I've taken the necessary steps. I'm wearing a mask.
You have?
Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. Right now, I'm a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people. And to believe until the bitter, painful, sad end. And that's what a friend of mine told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
You may pass judgment on me from the defendant's chair. You are the one to decide. You know, I don't know, like, that expression right there where she cries looks more genuine than the Dahlia crying expression, but I don't know. Again, she could be totally full shit. Who knows? Whether or not I'm able to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I'll leave my defense in your capable hands.
Okay. Let's do this, baby. Edgeworth on the left this time. February 9th, 10 a.m., District Quarter number 7. Oh, okay, who's it gonna be? I'm gonna say, please be Von Karma. Don't be Max Payne. Don't be Max Payne. Oh. I have chosen an invisible opponent. I have chosen Oxygen as my opponent. Hello there, it's I, Canadian Judge, everybody's favorite blonde-haired lookalike. Now, for now, set for the trial of Sister Iris, Hanukkah Temple. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Wow, it feels really weird being on this side of the room. Defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. Oh well, I guess I win. Not sure I like such blatant waste of this court's time. I've noticed this guy seems to be. The other guy's all about turkey sandwiches. I'm all about being not sure about things. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. Seems this case is already open before it had a chance to begin. Sweet. Oh, yay! That was easy. I'm ready to announce my verdict this time. This court finds defendant.
Objection!
Yeah, I knew it! Oh!
Sup, bitches? Back from the dead, assholes. Why do I have a fucking question mark on my name? You all know who I am! The prosecution stands ready, and I am gripping my fucking arm in super intensity. I am ready.
Yeah! How's that? Everybody's making an appearance in this game. And you are?
Francisca Von Kamm, a prosecuting prodigy. I am also the one with the whip, and I beat people.
Von Karma, you say? Pretends she wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Von Karma.
Yes, that was my douche of a dad. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a Von Karma, that is all. Looks like you get to whip out the Von Karma voice after all, Nico. Woo! Upon special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case.
You did? You must be quite a big shot, eh? Eh?
Who the fuck is that supposed to be? Looks like someone plastered a face onto the old judge.
By the way, Mr. Howard. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You're imagining things? Oh, okay. You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Shut up. You don't know shit. You know what? I feel like this judge is less senile than the other judge. I feel like he should just go with the original judge. I know I've seen you like 37 times, but I don't know who you are. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There's no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't, but I'm sure I once before in this court.
I told you, there's no such thing. Shut up! Stop thinking for yourself.
What's that? Well, I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my court.
Too bad, you better get used to it, because this is pretty much my thing.
Well, I have to remove that weapon. Okay, Angie. Hold it! I have no objection to the whip. Well, I do. I'm presiding over this court. Yeah, I don't have an objection over it either. Ooh, whip me again.
What the hell, man? The more I whip this the strange white-haired boy, the hornier he gets. I don't understand.
Oh my God, do it. Harder, harder. You don't? Prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee or, throw his wig in my face. I don't care. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
Whee-yah! Oh, hell yes. This promises to be very interesting. Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
Oh, bitch. We got history. This is gonna be awesome. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my car. Oh, God.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Oh, God. Gum's just gonna be up there like, oh, Jesus Christ. Not you again. Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little waving as possible.
Fuck you! The murder victim is the famed picture book of Melissa Lee's Doyle. Ow! Her body was found at Hazakura Temple. Fucking shish kebab! She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
Sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. Of course, evidence photo of the crime scene. Hot dog.
is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. I think I'm gonna bring Gumshoe up first. And so it begins! I say to myself in my epic voice, my first and last trial as a defense attorney. I'm gonna. She's too short. She didn't look kind of short originally, did she? I can't even see her.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please. I will whip you.
Hold on there. I'm not sure about being not. I'm not sure about being not sure about not sure. Not care for this all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defense lobby for witnesses with bad backs. Barrel up!
Yes, a Canadian Udgy.
That's great for this poor lady. Please, why are you still here? I thought I banned you from this courtroom, weird white-haired man.
Whatever, man. Also, just so you know, that guy over there used to be a prosecutor.
Shut up! I'm not gonna listen to anything you say. You're so full of shit, weird bailiff man.
I'll just tell you, whatever, dude. It's your funeral.
Ooh, I can see now. Once again, your name and occupation, please. I'm getting impatient. Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of the Sakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
What? I look like a confused fish. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Damn it. I'll say, the whipping is pretty fucking funny. A little part of me missed that.
The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts will leave the sanctuary at once. Your opponent will not be allowed.
You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis and twisted. Let me tell you, I'm a slight sight to behold in summer. You can be horny as much as you want, old man.
Oh, thank you, I guess. In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let's hear what you have to say, then. First, tell us about your own movements that night. Okay, the night of the murder.
The night I was helping an acolyte with a dragon in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and return to the Hazakura temple. There's no bath in the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I had finished that just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it.
You gonna say what it was he saw? So simply a coincidence that you found yourself returned to Hazakura temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed in the inner temple.
It sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There's only one problem with the testimony I can see, and that you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Now, if my big hand has anything to say about it. Sure, please begin your cross-examination. Sweet, alright. Alright, bring it on, Edgeworth. Von Karma, yes, that's who you are. I kind of just want to go to the end here, because I find it strange that she didn't say what she saw.
And that's when I saw it!
I just realized I'm all up here by myself. I feel lonely. Why can't I have a funny little sidekick like Phoenix does? Okay, it was after I finished that, just when I was sitting back, that's when I saw it! Oh, hey, I was saying hold it that time. Hold it! The crime scene took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
Certainly seems to be true. There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify. Fuck this, I don't need a sidekick. I'm too good at this game, Edgeworth says. Just how good this witness's memories and observation skills are. Okay, I guess I'll just keep pressing her then. Hold it! What is this inner temple?
Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
We'll be the one to answer the questions, man. I'll be the one to answer questions.
In order to do that, a place strong and spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across the dusky bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training.
And how exactly do you help with this process?
It is all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. Oh, I love that job. I get to whip the shit out of those kids.
A tutor with a whip, in your case. Oh boy. Why was I friends with you as a kid? They were friends. They were childhood friends, weren't they? I think. Didn't they bring that up at one point? If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple where the murder took place? There's no bath in the temple, CC, and I need a long hot soak. So you returned to the Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath.
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or be done kind of world after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are! I know what's on your back.
I knew she was gonna say that. Uh-oh.
I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you watch? Ah, this is why you have to watch the young ones.
What are you going on about? Ah!
Pathetic Miles Edgeworth, foolishly foolish fool who foolishly gets horny about foolishly foolish old women.
Hello, hello! Is there some kind of kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench? Son of a bitch!
Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so?
Okay, and that's when she saw it. Oh, I just realized something. Caused loss of blood from the stab in the back. Body fell 10 feet after death. I thought she fell 10 feet before her death. Does that mean the sword wasn't what killed her then? But no, they said it was. So she was already impaled by the sword. How could she have fallen 10 feet after her death? Is that right? Objection! There we go. Okay. I was trying to point out her. Okay, that there was something up with her memory. So, witnesses have to undergo their own trials. I'm afraid the defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory. After all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head hunter of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. Discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the bell, she went out and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She said that? A defendant or witness, who is more likely to lie, do you suppose?
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, is like, I feel like saying that, well, the defendant said they didn't kill this person. It's, well, who fucking cares?
Defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. Good point. Well said, Edgeworth.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that you would lie.
I'm guessing that I'm thinking that she was possessed, but maybe that she, and that by that point she was already possessed or whatever. She doesn't need to have on side. Ah!
All people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the one being whipped here, please? Please, somebody else. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear. You're older than me, and you want to play that game, do you? Ooh, you old fuck!
Well, that's exactly what I...
My memory is very crystal clear, especially when you're so stupid.
Well, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh?
Hey!
Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of the witness, you will need to show me more besides this piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. Please add your comments about... You know, I feel like they're not really doing the best job of suggesting he has a Canadian accent. Like, they only occasionally will add the word A at the end. And then, look at this, randomly this one word. And then, please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. About. Let's return to the cross-examination. I added that one word in there, therefore I'm Canadian. I think there's a lot more to do with Canadian accent than just that. Okay, then I was helping Acolyte with our temple. See, blah, blah, blah.
I first came to the temple, she was just exactly as she had been at dinner.
Wrong! Wrong, bitch! Witness, let's get one thing fucking doodly straight. I'm awesome, sexy as fuck, and everybody wants to have sex with me. And another thing, the defendant you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course! This is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Hold it right there! Why do you have that?
Oh, silly Von Karma. I'm Edgeworth, and I always win. That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness has seen the defendant as she claims, the defendant couldn't have been wearing this very hood. She's standing out of the boxes. She's so tiny. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. I'm pretty good at it, actually. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. And now Von Karma knows how it feels to want to punch me in the face. Where's your sock?
Sister, this hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. Stockpile of surplus of hoods, huh? Hey.
Each knight is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that I own.
This is quite strange.
If there is a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here!
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you suck! But you won't get away that easily. Scarcity such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Where it is? Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. You must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. I shall whip you. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bare balls. And for contradictory stimulation, giggity. After my bath.
I finished my bath around 11 and I thought I would return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and Iris was on Mr. Gillies. And with that sword of all things, like booyah!
But she was fucking slaying the shit out of her. Boom!
Mr. Gillies was staying in the corner room which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, I would have pooed myself! And it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edward into in court! And me singing it all for this very chair!
I could actually do that if you want.
No, please! Wait, what? No! Oh my god! My bottom half is not attached to my top half. Well, something like that. This judge is fucking insane. What else is new? His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe, and that's saying something.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishly foolish blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this case is mine. Miles Edgeworth!
Call everyone by their full name. Can you do something about that habit of yours?
No! Shut up!
Bring it on, bitch tits! Alright. Okay, finished her bath around 11 o'clock. Thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was being stabbed in the fucking back. Miss Gillies was staying in the corner, which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. Ah, here we go. And that's when this comes to play. Yes! I'm so glad I noticed that detail earlier. Silly rabbit! Impressive logic, that's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do! My brain is something else! Especially in winter.
You say that a lot. However, I think you are overlooking one tiny, minuscule, very fucking important thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report? What's that?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. See, like, how the fuck is that possible? So she was already dead. Why did she get stabbed after her? Well, they said that she died from that. So I don't get that. I have no idea what that's about. That's right. Says after death right here. The scene the witness claims this scene is contradictory. If the defense stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did she go on to take a 10-foot fall?
No, my boobs are cold.
Victim was killed and then fell. That's the case. Then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
But that is the logical conclusion. Yes, that is right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room.
So they took the fucking sword and then they brought it down. Okay, okay, yeah, I guess you could take the sword from the statue and then stab her in the room and then she flies out the window. Man, that is a bad way to go.
She was then thrown out the window down into the courtyard below.
Wrong. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That wouldn't leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree? That would leave a big boo-boo.
Well, Miss Von Carl, was there any blood?
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Corpus just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. I will have your head for this. Oh, there's no blood in the room. The dog.
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
There's the most blood.
Okay, yeah, that is true. If you get like impaled with something, it isn't until this thing comes out of you that you start really like gushing blood. You see stories sometimes if someone they'll actually get impaled by something, and why it's like, don't pull out the thing, call an ambulance, and I don't know how doctors managed to get it out of them without them bleeding out, but pretty much this is the only thing keeping me alive now.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood be lost from my body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Probably reasonable line of thinking.
Fuck yeah! We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
I just can't get her just standing on the boxes.
Order! I must admit that this is a probable version of the events.
I expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
Seems. Now we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please. Witness, please remain standing on the crate.
What? Don't go selling me short now. The weight of the white winter's snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. You are so tiny. You are a little cream puff, and we'll give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
With the whip.
I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh, actually feel kind of good, actually.
Me, no, it's my turn. Get out of the way, you old bitch.
What the hell? Oh boy, all right.
Okay, further details.
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mr. Elise was stabbing Mr. Elise in the back.
So confirm Miss Von Carver's theory.
But didn't she say she'd never seen that much blood before? Didn't that just go against what we just said?
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Even though I've lost like 4 cases in a row to Phoenix Wright, but fuck all that. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. I'm gonna slap you in the face with my big old dick. Alright, let's do this. Edgeworth time! Yeah, let me see about the sword here. Had the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. Think about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Miss Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. I'm gonna press her on that. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right, some of it had splattered onto Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well. That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this one further? Fuck yes! Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I said that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman getting stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her plain as day.
Oh. Pulling the sword out? Oh, balls. That is gruesome.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out.
Well, you will say me your testimony.
Oh, what is that important?
More important than you fucking can imagine. So the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out. But then you say that... But then it's back in her again. That goes against the picture, so you're saying she reinserted it? Okay, I guess that's not it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why this... I thought for sure it'd be this picture here, because it has the sword in it. Maybe that is what I'm trying to say. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean you make yourself a liar? But put your hands in young man, so I'll forgive you. Ooh. What contradictions are you talking about? What?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its... Oh. She said, I missed that. I missed that detail. It was thrust all the way up to the hilt, but the blood on the sword suggests that it wasn't. I got you. Okay. I'm a little slow today. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are completely impossibilities. What do you mean? Please explain. Ah!
Explain yourself!
I was gonna say that. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Doesn't appear? What's meaningless dribble? I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I'm strong as fuck! I can bench press this whole fucking courtroom if I wanted to, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose.
The objection stands! I left a little back there, I must admit, and I peed myself. That isn't the only issue here. The sword was truly stabbed into the body of the hilt. Well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem with the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop from bleeding. That's true. He's right. I didn't even think about that. Because the branch points would create even a larger wound, and then you get to it would push in. Yeah. When you really think about it.
That's nothing more than a conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with this shishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly. It may sometimes stop the blood loss.
Oh, okay, now for the real zinger. I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction. You still got more? This one is simple. If the sword really was thrusted all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah!
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood around the entire length of the sword.
No, my boobs! Bravo, Miles Edgeworth, raising this many contradictions with a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could manage maybe one, if that.
Well, what does all this mean? Your approved contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can be only one answer.
And that is...
the weapon used to kill the victim was not the shishito. What?
A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy, foolishly foolish...
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think that the sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mr. Gabby was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the shishito was the murder weapon.
God, stop!
So maybe the shishito was not the murder weapon. If that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Responding true.
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to?
Ah!
And what would the real murder weapon be? It goes without saying the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw into the pile. Trouble that a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? You better not fuck me more. I was just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there.
What exactly are you going? What exactly are you going on about? Here.
The murder weapon, I mean, maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then, what the fuck are we waiting for? I think we need to hear the testimony from you one more time, sister.
Oh. Thrown into the river, right? Impossible! What else? What else could this old woman have seen? Tossed into the river, that's the only thing I could think of.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. and after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And then I saw tracks that indicate the snowmobile had been used. Takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out.
Yeah.
I was could have done that since you can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age and...
Shut up! That's fucking horseshit. Stop using that excuse.
Quite. There's indeed snowmobile tracks in the front of the main gate. Here's a photograph.
Okay.
Snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, certainly is an interesting theory. Eh?
The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Okay.
It solves your pesky little problem, yes. The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the weapon.
Did you really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Now with your cross-examination, please.
Okay, I got this. I'm Edgeworth after all. Okay, I saw the murder around 11 p.m. After that, it reported went to the main gate. Oh, I know. It's because the weather report, right? The weather report said it, lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, meaning that the snowmobile would not have been able to go across the bridge, right? And the main gate is at Hazakura Temple, right? But when she was killed at the, was she killed at the inner temple? She was, yes. She was killed at the inner temple where the statue was. The placement of events has me sort of confused a little bit. I think it's partially why I'm getting a little thrown off by this. Is the main gate? I thought the main gate is at the other side of the mountain, though, right? See, this is what I'm so confused about. So, if this doesn't make sense to me at all. So, because if the murder was, she saw the murder about 11 p.m. But then when would she have died? You know, if the bridge had caught fire, there would have been no way to cross it, right? But they're saying that the snowmobile would have been on the other side of the river from where the murder took place, right? So it would have had to have gone across the bridge. I just don't get how she would get back across the bridge. This is what I just do not understand. She left Hazakura Temple at around that time, but it's saying in the weather report that the bridge was struck by lightning. Lightning struck at 10:45, about 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Are you telling me she saw that the fucking bridge was on fire and that she didn't like do something. You know, it's just, I mean, there's no way she could have walked across the bridge and not seen it was fucking burning. I'm probably missing something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. Objection! There we go. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is what I'm thinking, right? I mean, that it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, please tell me that's what I'm thinking. Like, it has to, like, how could she be on the other side? How could it be on the other side of the bridge then? I'm in this photo, although I would have thought I would be showing the weather report, but I'm in this photograph proves something. It proves the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems. Miles Edgeworth, I win!
However,
No, fuck me!
the one the witness says is true. Why is there only one set of tracks? Oh. Okay, that too. Fucking fuck.
Well, you could have driven back over the same tracks or something.
Yeah, okay. God, I'm not getting this case at all. I don't know. Part of it is just, some of it just doesn't seem to make sense to me timeline-wise. I don't know if any of you guys are getting what I mean, or I'm just being stupid. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple and threw the weapon into the river, then returned. Wait, she left Iris... I'm so confused. Wait, where is the statue located again? It's located... What? I don't understand. She left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river after killing her. So what, she dragged the body back to the inner temple? I thought she was at the inner temple when she killed this person. So how could she have left Hazakura Temple? I don't know. I'm sure you guys will help explain this to me. I'm just not understanding. It is at the inner temple though, right? I mean, that's when I was looking around. I went to the inner temple and I saw the statue was there. I don't know if I'm just being stupid. You guys help explain to me, but blah blah blah. Okay, let him return. This was the case, and naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those heading from out from the bridge and those coming from coming back.
Are you right? You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped. Leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? The idea that the snowball covered one set of tracks. Probably with the weather data here, right? Yeah, no, yeah, because it says it started at 10:50. So she's saying at 11 o'clock she left. The snow would have already stopped by that point, so. Contradiction. The tracks in the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointing in my general direction?
Okie dokie. No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. Right, the murder kill 1-2 returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Trevor, present your evidence to the contrary. I don't know. Is she saying she killed her someplace else, then put the weapon back in the temple, took the body over to the inner temple, had it stabbed there, ran all the way back to Hazakura Temple, grabbed the sword, took it and dumped it in the river? Is that what we're saying? I don't know. That's just what's confusing me. It's just like the fact that the bridge caught fire and should have prevented her from going back and forth like that. There's that outgoing tracks were knocked out by snow. Weather report. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. Here's the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. Weather report? Snow started falling at 7 p.m., but has stopped at around 10:50 p.m. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It's impossible for any tracks that have been made after that time been covered up.
Ah, cold boobs!
Art! Very well then. Looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Buzzing! Ah!
It's too soon to be closed this trial due to snow! To a stupid metaphors! Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
Oh, no, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data.
Forecast data or weather reports have some inaccuracies. May still have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
That's true. We cannot be totally sure. What the balls? How did she pull that off? That's fucking horse shit. It stopped snowing at Oscar Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. I've come this far, not to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter, because I'm Edgeworth. There's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Ha! You cannot back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where's your evidence that it was already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Oh. Because there's no snow on the body. Yeah! Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is
incredibly easy. Oh!
But,
If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception.
And that is...
Oh, I don't know, the fucking dead person! The victim herself, Miss Elise Dunham! Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why.
God, fucking testicles!
In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be two sets of tracks. What are you? Stop it, please!
What are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but now I know how Phoenix feels all the time. Time to do some bullshit. It's simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. Whoa! From the tracks on left, it can be understood they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that point, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were gone.
Then when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped, thus the return tracks remained.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There's only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, are they not in question? We know that the defendant had it.
Oh.
He was found in her room after the murder. Which can only mean that night Iris used a snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross a suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Oscar side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
Okay. That sounds right.
But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Osaka Temple.
The snow...
I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
Okay. Okay, so she didn't see the snowmobile there.
You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean.
It looks like it's covered in snow there.
I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
Oh. But that isn't possible. That is weird. Or the car results mean? I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm so confused by this case. So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used a snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile would cause so much trouble. I think we've arrived at this point due to the witness.
Yes, nothing more to add. I I've told you everything that I know.
Well, then, that still leaves us with the same stupid horseshit. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen a snowmobile. A witness, huh? Well, oh, god damn it, Larry's coming. Is there no one out walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that.
Hey, dude.
Unless they have something really important to do, or we're super mega horny about something.
That's a shame. There's no possibility of that happening. Hold on a demon second. Something's coming to me. I feel it deep inside my balls. And it may well have been gone wandering out on the subarctic night. Your Honor! I actually have an idea. There may be one individual able to help us. Really?
You know someone who might have seen the snowmobile the night of the murder.
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are? First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being,
He's an idiot. Is it? It's so funny if he said that. It's an individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Trevor, who was this idiot you're talking about? A boot! It's obviously Gatto, this man I never met before.
What the fuck? What am I doing here? You're not Phoenix, right? I don't give a fuck about you weird red neck scarf guy.
You're a douche. I think I like you. Fine, it's Larry Butts. This guy may be a product of John Luke Luke's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Butts, and I'm pretty sure he's been here like 37 times. Student of the victim, at least don't him. A student? Interesting. Why was he wandering on the night of the murder? That's, blah, 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 blah. I could tell him all about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him, although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
and so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man. What exactly was it that you saw?
I don't know. I intend to extricate that from him right here in this courtroom, because fuck his psycho locks. Stop this, shoot us away immediately!
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he's in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. Now, come, summon my griffin to me! Ha! Ha! Away! Larry, don't fuck this for me. You may have escaped me yesterday with your bullshit, but today I'm gonna get everything out of you. Court will now adjourn for 20-minute break. Ms. Von Karma, please see to the preparing of the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court's now at recess, hot dog. Means I'm gonna totally just do normal things.
To be continued.
No, you're not doing it right. You gotta go on the monkey bars. Who the hell was that? I am your not evil twin, real judge. I want to see an epic battle between Canadian judge and real judge. Someone should do that in the Mugen game. What you all about? Hey, I'll tell you what I'm all about. There's no turkey sandwiches. There's no tomato fucking. There's no monkey bar jumping. You're the worst judge ever. Ah! I challenge you to a judge-off. Okay, sorry. Anyway, okay, I don't know. Some of this case just has the details of this case. I mean, aside from what's supposed to be confusing, just even the basics of it seems sort of confusing to me. Because we keep throwing shit in there, and it, to me, like, I don't know, like, it seems like the characters aren't noticing it. I don't know, maybe, it could be I'm just not understanding it correctly. I'm not gonna say that it's, like, all the game's fault. I just might not be interpreting everything correctly. But if you guys, you know, if you see where I'm going, or where I'm fucking up, you know, please enlighten me, because I would love to know. Help clear up any confusion for next time. But anyway, I'm gonna leave for now, guys. Like for if you enjoy. Subscribe now, become Picky Penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. Until next time, guys, stay classy.